Francisco, what is the project of 480?
Well, Glenn, the project 480 or art.pt is a project for every single creative industries. Udemy and Skillshare for online teaching, a scheme that gives few money to the teachers, but you go elsewhere, it's the same scheme. So the middleman is keeping the big money, and the creative like us, we don't see the money, because the scheme from the beginning is made for us to don't have any profit at all. So let me explain, okay? When you are going to buy this CD of music on the shop, do you know how much money goes to the musician?
20.
One,
Huh?
1 euro.
1 euro.
But when this existed, the CDs, okay, when it's fashion, it was like, I don't know, 20 euros, something like
Right.
that. Okay, so few money for the musician. And then you go, for example, this is the DVD, so video. And I know because I studied testimonials on YouTube for many people that try to get into Netflix with their videos, with their series and so on. And it's a very hard way to get in. And then to have profit is even worse.
Yes.
Is even worse. So let's go to another thing. This is a good book I bought. Same thing. So on Fnac and everywhere else, Bertrand, Continent, you buy a book, 22 euros, from 16 euros to 27 euros, more or less. From that, I studied a book that says, what are the margins of profit to each actor of the sector? So for the author of the book goes another euro. Inside just one book, just 1 euro. So it's impossible to anyone to make a living from that.
Is it the same for people who publish on Amazon?
No, it's a better profit margin, but you have the problem of getting your books into the shelves of the shops that sell books. You have the same problem as everyone else. So, like the Chiado Editora, they promise, listen, pay us this. I think it was like almost 2,000 euros to publish a book. So you have hundreds of books, and you pay the full price of the book, like 15 euros. So you don't have a profit margin. Don't have a profit margin, and the book goes nowhere. It goes to your garage.
Yes.
And then you will try to sell it to your friends all life, or your life. So the channels of distribution are blocked everywhere. And what is even worse is that, for example, for music, the music business is even worse, much worse than everywhere else. The music business, the musicians don't have access to create the album. But now they are kind of waking up and understanding that, well, we can create this ourselves, and they can. So do you know that for creating a CD, the cover of the CD plus the CD itself, if you buy it individually, you pay like 1 euro, 2 euros, everything.
Yeah.
And then you have a recorder connected to your laptop. And then you have your MP3 on the computer, and you burned it on it's called the burn to
Yeah.
record the CD, and you record the MP3 for the CD.
Okay.
So you have a software of burning of recording music to the CD. It's almost nothing. It's cheap. It's even some free, and then you record your MP3. So you skip that part, okay?
Mm.
Because everyone puts your problems, stones in your way of the musician. You cannot go this way, go that way. And then the musician gets tired of that, and then he says, well, the technical process is simple, so I'm going to do it. And many does it. But you have the same problem that the writer has, because the channels of distribution continue to be blocked.
Mm.
Continue to be blocked. Even when you have a CD that is legal to sell. Then you have Amazon Kindle, and then you can put a book, your book, bought from Amazon with the ESPN, and then you say to the publisher, listen, or the distributor of books, listen, I have the book now. You just have to put it in the distribution channels, and then you sell. Some profit for me, some profit for you. Why is this so complicated? So listen, where is there money to earn, and where is lots of money to earn? Many dishonest people will be infiltrated in the system to block the channels of distribution, to own the channels of distribution, because the channels of distribution are working for themselves.
Yeah.
Not for Cervantes, not for José Luís Borges, not for the genius painters. No, the channels of distribution are a complete circle in itself. They work with profit margins stabilized, and everyone knows this new book enters the system, this money goes for here and there and here and there, and it's enough. That's why the profit margin for the author is so low. The channels of distribution are the system that they don't care about the talent that you have as a writer, as a painter, as a musician, as a filmmaker. No one enters the system because the system must live in itself like a shell.
Yeah.
So this site is for to unblock everything, because
Is it your site?
is my site, but it's everyone's site.
Yeah.
Is the site for everyone, but it's centralized. I will filter the quality. I don't. My only goal is to promote quality. My only filter will be quality. People that have a style that is not mature, I won't give free pass for my friends just because they are my friends.
Yeah, yeah.
What enters the site must have quality. And I'm going to centralize the process, and I'm going to integrate everything, Glenn. Because when you are building a masterpiece in painting, you may take 3 months, and I have to respect that time. And
Yeah.
it's original of painting is sold like, for example, this. We created this. Remember?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. You created a part of the stain. I created the drawing. It's a beautiful painting. But originals like this, high quality, are being sold as art prints. We are selling originals of painting, lots of value in it, and we are selling for 70 euros, 50 euros, 120 euros. That is peanuts.
Yes, yes. I
The
agree.
market is undervalued, and in the future, you don't own the piece. The high value will be collected by some dishonest guy along the way, that value is lost. That is the problem with selling originals of painting. And there is another dishonesty. The person that buys you an original of painting, he knows or she knows that there's a lot of value in it to be sold in 2 decades, in 3 decades. And that value is hers or his family now. So that reselling thing, oh, but the buyer don't say that to you. No, 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 no. They always like the aesthetics. Okay. But at the same time, they say the artist, you have to improve your style. This is not mature. So you don't understand the value of investment it is in the original of painting. So they can give you 100 euros and you accept it. That is why I refuse to sell my originals. I know that. And because my family supports me, I don't have to sell it.
Yes, yeah.
I can wait. I can wait until the market is working on a regular basis again, valuing what has value and not what the marchands or galleries want to impose in the moment as a fashion, as a new fashion, like Instagram fashion, you know.
And what about,
yeah,
I was going to about some artists who and musicians and writers who have to sell because it's their way of supporting themselves.
Why don't they sell art prints, my friend? This is a scheme from the gallerists and marchands. For example, lithographs or serigraphies. What are serigraphies? What are prints? Listen, I go to Copymatica below my house. I take the stairs. 20 meters after, I am on Copymatica making a beautiful art print. Great paper, high quality paper. The colors are really good, but they take as a photocopy. So they are making art prints like lithographs or some or serigraphies, and they don't know it.
Yeah.
They don't know that they are making serigraphies. They think they are making a photocopy. This is how rotten the systems are. There is no integration. Well, but we artists can play this game also, on the other hand. Why don't you sell? You make a good, really good photograph of your painting, and then you sell it, you print it in paper, high quality paper, for example, A3 or A4 or A2, the size, 1, 2, okay, and then you sell it, you print it by 3 euros, and then you sell it for 25. If the client gives you the money of an art print, then sell it as an art print. Don't sell it the original for the price of an art print. This is an absolute confusion. And in the meanwhile, our masterpieces of paintings and drawings are being thrown to individual collectors that know the game, know where is quality, and play always the same game, all of them. Undervalue, 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 until there is no value in it. So you can buy it for peanuts. But the game ends when the artist understands the value of investment. And the value of investment of original in the canvas is high, is really high. But it only reveals in 2 decades, 3 decades. What I would like to make the public understand is that that value is already in there. So they have to give to the artist a proportion that is fair about the value that is already in there.
Mm.
So this is about the education of visual arts, that any market should have done it decades ago. I'm working with him, in collaboration with him, to bring really, really top artists that are undervalued, lots of them. In Europe, clearly, there's a huge, huge talent everywhere. In Portugal, for example, surrealist art, always very strong, and no one cares really. And the galleries are closed. We artists must understand that they are closed. They have those artists, and those artists go nowhere. And we, if we think we are going to get in, no, never
Yeah.
going to happen. Um, so, and this is the physical part of the project. We are building out of the box concepts, visual concepts on the walls, for this to be understood like a natural visual portfolio, a natural gallery. It is a garage with a high ceiling, and we are building with the time and with caring about the place and building something in there very, very beautiful for everyone, not just for us as an artist. This is the part of the space, physical space for more for the art. And then the website is for everyone.
Yeah.
It's for musicians, because building a CD with quality, technical quality, content quality, visual quality is really cheap and really fast to do. It's not the lies that are told to the musicians for them to waste their energy and time and money, because musicians are financing their own dream and no one really cares about them. It's the truth. So for the musicians, the project is clear, and I'm building a net of all the links that interest for all creatives to have a database of contacts for them to know who is who. For example, collectors of art in the art business. For the writers, making a really, really outstanding book is really fast, and I'm going to help all the way for the writers. We creatives, all creatives, were told the same lie. There is no money to earn in books. There is no money to earn in art. There is no money to earn in music, in films, in this and that. There is lots of money, but the money stays in the channels of distribution.
Yes.
Doesn't go to the creatives. There is, of course, there is a lot of money. How can you say that in the music industry there is no money to earn? This is a half truth. Of course there is, but the channels of distribution are connected to the ones that create the cultural products, and they know the margins of profit, and they know from the very beginning that what goes to the creator, the creative guy that is making the masterpiece, he won't have access to a dignified life, because there is no profit for him, for the system, for the channels of distribution, for the ones that are the producers, for example, of music. Of course, there is lots of money for them to earn, you know?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so there is lots of things that can be done. As I told you, I studied everything, from business models to new ways of marketing, cheap ways of marketing with high value and so on. So I studied, okay? So everything is connected, everything has been studied. I just wanted to give a note of deep understanding of the problems of every one
Yes.
of us. Many lies, too many decades with lies. of blocks of the system that is already in there. So we have to skip these schemes and present our work directly.
Yeah.
With a profit margin for object. Each book must have at least €7 to the author directly.
Yeah.
I'm building the juridic part of things, the legal part, the finances and so on, and the taxes. I'm studying everything for this to be connected. But the creative part of the process must should begin now. I don't see a problem in beginning now, making the creative part of things, because the shop online is already online on the web system, on the site is already online. So many things can go right now, and then I integrate the part of finance and so on in a natural way, you know.
Okay.
So it's an integrated system. It pretends to be a self-sustainable system. And for example, for the first 2 years, I don't predict any profit for me. So it's a very different model of doing business like all others. I am not pressured by money. I will not take €1 of investment from the exterior part, from investors. I don't want investment from other guys. I don't need it. And even if I need it, I would not want it. On the next day, the company would not be mine.
Yeah.
And I don't want this to be a company like everyone else. I want this to be an institution of deep respect for the creative work. You know, but many things that were said in decades, and so people are really mess up with the ideas about where is the value, where is the money, what should I keep for the future, what should I sell now, for what price. Everything is just a confusion, you know.
I know.
So I'm here to collaborate with everyone, to help everyone to understand that. And people should hear me, because I don't want your money.
Yeah.
In 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, maybe I have a small margin, like 20%, and the 80% is for the creative. Maybe, but I do not depend on it.
Yeah.
So it's a radical new system of doing things.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds very good idea.
So tell me, like, 1 or 2 questions that you have, you think it would be interesting to talk about.
I think, yeah, how do actually people who are interested in this, what should they do to contact you and so on?
Yeah, we can. There is a chat embedded on the website. You can
Okay.
contact me directly for that. There is a form on the website, on the first page. They can contact me on that, and all my contacts are on the website. And
Okay.
I want everyone to contact me. And the very important part, we creatives many times have deep depressions. For years, I had a deep depression for more than 3 decades. And I'm not the only one. We creatives support many deep depressions, not just me. It's a generalized thing. So that part of the website, the therapy, I assure that forever, free for everyone. I want to hear them. I want to heal them. I am not a therapist that says, well, there's no money here to earn, so I walk away. I won't be that guy.
Okay.
I have been in contact with 2 very good painters with huge depressions for years, and every day I contact them to know how are you.
Okay.
That is very, very, very important for me. For the artist to know that I'm an equal to him.
Yeah.
I'm not the middleman that wants to earn a lot with him, and then bye-bye. It's not my life. I don't have to support you. I have my business model. What happens to your life is not with me. At least if I cannot do anything by that guy, at least I have this decency to be the guy that hears him every day, understands his fears, and is there to hear him and to give good advice.
Yeah.
I do not escape. When people need mental health, I do not escape. I will be there. And I'm there because there is an open channel on the website called Therapy, and it's free forever for everyone, because I know the downside of artists is that we have a very deep, troubled mind and a way of understanding things, very emotional. So I won't skip that part. I know it's a very important part of our life, and I won't say another guy solves, not for me. No. I know people that committed suicide, painters, musicians, even writers. For me, if it depends on me, it ends now. Ends now. I want to talk with everyone. I want to understand everyone, and I want to help in mental health to everyone for free forever. So we have time for one more question if you want.
Okay. So, if what exactly does your site do? Like, for example, do you sell things on the site? Are artists and musicians,
Yeah.
etc.,
Yeah.
able to sell?
Yeah. I'm going to help creating the object.
Right.
So a learning part on the website for people to know how to do things. I'm going to create with them as a collaborator for everyone, musicians, writers, painters. I'm going to collaborate. And then the third phase, integrated system. People sell their cultural objects, artistic things inside the site with a profit from them for themselves, not for me.
Yes.
Integrated system.
But you do charge some commission or something, don't you?
I want the majority of the profit, I'm not lying, always to be for the creative. The creative is the owner of the object. I don't skip that part. I'm not the channel of distribution that is all half truths, and then in the end, well, the channels of distribution own this object for the future, so the profit will be ours, not for the family of the artist. I'm not that way. Okay, for me is this clear.
Yeah.
The profit margin in the majority must be always with the creative that create the cultural object, the artistic thing. I'm not a liar.
No.
So for me it's this way. But ask always this: what is the business model in there? Where do they earn money? For you to understand that, is there a profit margin for me as a creator or not? And then you decide what to do. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks, my friends. I think it's recorded, and I think we have the main ideas.